This is Chrissy cooking at home, and I, surprisingly enough, am Chrissy. Welcome. I hope you are well. Today is not about cooking. It is another life update. It's been about a week since my last filming of a life update. I have done several videos this week with little tidbits about life thrown in. So let's group it all together as like a recap, shall we? I got a remote. So maybe no more armpits in your face trying to stop the camera, pause the camera. So of course, what are we going to do while doing a life update? Dishes. Why? Because I hand wash. Do I do dishes weekly? No. Do I do dishes constantly throughout the day, every single flipping day? Yes. I took off these gloves in a hurry to get to Miss Nellie yesterday. She started screaming bloody murder. She pooed. She gets mad when she poops. I mean, I can't blame her, can you? Would you want to sit in your own poop? I would not. And she's in cloth diapers, so she does not get the luxury of store-bought, where it wicks moisture away from the skin. So as soon as she pees or poos, she's ready to be changed, which is awesome. So she's had no diaper rashes so far. She is 10 weeks old today. So we made it through the 9-weeker, the 9-week mark. It's awesome. I knew I'd make it through. I just had to do it, you know? So we'll start with my doctor. I called the doctor's office. No getting in early with a cardiologist yet. So I called the primary office finally and asked to switch to somebody else. And I had a specific woman in mind. And the receptionist tells me, well, you have to get permission to do that first. In the back of my head, I'm thinking, permission? I need permission to switch providers? And then I also think, maybe I need permission for that provider to take me on. So maybe she wants, you know, that kind of thing. I haven't heard back. It's been a couple of days, but I've been busy. So hopefully I remember to call them today and be like, yo, what up? We'll see. Today's air quality is bad. Yesterday was bad. I believe it is due to smoke out of Canada. I have not looked it up. I avoid the news, especially this time of year. But it does look very smoky across the mountains. So, and like I said, I'm in upstate New York. Fairly close to Canada. I'm on the PA border. But we do have an air quality alert. So, since yesterday and until 5 p.m. today. Yesterday, I woke up thinking it was pollen that was causing my respiratory and sinus issues. So I took a buttload of allergy medicines. And then I was like, why aren't these working? They're not working. What is going on? Because I even switched it up. Instead of taking Xyzal, I took Zyrtec. And I took Benadryl. And I took my Flonase. Not all at once. It was like... And then it was working. So I looked up what the pollen count was. And then I saw the alert for air quality for pollutant. I'm like, oh, no wonder I can't breathe. My eyes are watering. My nose is running non-stop, people. Sneezing, hard to breathe, hacking up phlegm. I'm like, what is going on? I'm not sick. It feels more allergy-ish, you know? Let me check this microphone. It makes me nervous. Hopefully that gets better. We do have plans tomorrow to go electric scootering with some friends and Logan. That really depends on Logan too. He had his braces tightened yesterday. If he feels crummy, because today's day 2, Tomorrow will be day 3. Usually 2 and 3 are the worst. 4 is not the greatest, but it starts to improve. 4 is the most swelling, but the pain's better. So we'll see how he feels. I'm not going to mention this website by name, but there's this website, or app, I should say, not website. I don't know, maybe it's a website too, but I use the app, shopping app. That's a cross between like the Amazon and the Wish. I'll say it, it's called Temu. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I have purchased stuff, but I have also won stuff through their games. A fun game. Oh, a game. I play one game. There's other ones. My most recent winning was a dress for me and a snow cone maker for Mr. Logan. Electric one, of course. That came day before yesterday. And then his Grandma Deb and Grandma Lauren bought him sugar-free snow cone syrups. So glad they make sugar-free snow cone syrups. And they came yesterday. Perfect timing. So this electric snow cone maker came with these 2 little silicone cups where you make your own ice to fit in this electric snow cone maker. Now, it's a temperamental little thing. Let me tell you, it is way better than that hand crank Snoopy thing. Did I just age myself a little? I'm sure they still make the hand crank Snoopy thing. I'm not sure if kids nowadays know what Snoopy is. Logan does. I made sure he did. And that's only because the day he was born, we had it on the Weather Channel. He was born in December. And the Charlie Brown theme song was playing in the background while the Weather Channel was playing the whole time. The whole day. Actually, days. Because he was a failed induction. We went on Monday to induce. Failed. Stopped it. Tried again the next day. Failed. Stopped it. They threatened C-section. Had scheduled the C-section. Labor started the second they stopped that Pitocin. And he came on his own Wednesday. So it was 3 days of listening to Charlie Brown theme song. I even got him a Charlie Brown t-shirt that has the Peanuts cast holding sheet music singing Christmas carols. I found it at Five Below. Anyways, I digress. So we got this dress and this $80 electric snow cone maker. Right now I'm working on getting an electric ice cream machine, because Sweetheart, that's what he picked, and a really pretty tank top shirt for me. Close, I'm really close. But the closer you get, the slower you get to winning it. But I had I'm not going to mention him by name, but I had a friend who downloaded the app for the first time and got me some extra credit. So I'm even closer. I'm not there yet, but I'm even closer. Come on, water, drink. Alright, catch all the icky yuckies. Alright. Gotta dump this in the garbage. So what a week it has been. Tomorrow is July 1st, people. Do you know what July means to me? Have I mentioned it? Look at the doc, Chrissy. Look at the doc. Not your face, Chrissy. The doc. I ignore when July is coming until I step outside and I see my tiger lilies are close to bloom. I have some in my garden along Georgie's ramp. July 14th is the anniversary of his passing. It'll be 5 years this year. July 27th, he would have been 21 this year. That's his birthday. So July 1st is when Sweetheart's dad passed away 3 years ago. So that's tomorrow. Feeling it, feeling it. Okay, I'm going to pause here for this. Okay, real quick, I'll show you the thing of beauty. Very proud of this. Video coming your way. May be before this one, maybe after this one. I don't know. Let me wash this up. It's a thing of beauty. I'm very proud of it. It was first time this year. Somebody's getting fuzzy in there. She flushes so much in her sleep. It's ridiculous. I can't tell sometimes if it's awake or if it's while she's awake or if it's while she's asleep. Did you see this? See this star here? See all this goodness? This is my pasta fagioli soup. No, there's no pasta in it. No, 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 no. Don't be fooled. What you do, you make this soup base, right? Follow my recipe. And then you open a jar, you add the diddlini. Well, you cook the diddlini, then you add it to the soup. So you bring it to boil. While you bring it to a boil, you boil your diddlini, and then you combine the two. So there's no pasta in here, but it's ready to go. It's ready to go. Just add your diddlini. So there's carrots, there's celery, there's beans, there's meat, there's tomato, there's broth, onion. You'll see in the video. I thought I shared it last year, but I did not. It was Sweetheart's idea. And I had not seen, I had looked on YouTube for anybody doing pasta fagioli soup base, and I didn't find anybody. So then I went to trusty handy dandy Google and looked up recipes for pasta fagioli because I did not have one. I'd only ever eaten it in restaurants. Never made it myself. Not that I remembered. But you know my memory. Plays tricks on me. And then I tried a few recipes and combined a few recipes and then tweaked it and tweaked it and tweaked it and then canned it and tweaked it again after I canned it. And I have handwritten notes on my printout. And then I doubled it to make yesterday's, not yesterday's, 2 days ago, this week's batch. And I wound up with 9 pints to can and a meal for Sweetheart, because I did not make him a meal when he got home from work at 4 a.m. I said, here, just have some soup. And that's what he did. He had some soup because he loves pasta fagioli, because this was his idea, and we loved this when it canned up. It canned up beautifully. So hopefully it canned up beautifully again. So just wash in the jars twice, because of course, as usual, I had seepage and I had some not sealed. So clean those jars up, froth them up to 1 inch, and then put some water, just some water. There's only, not a lot of water, so it'll be fine. Once it pressure cans, it'll bring that water to flavor and it won't affect it that much. I bought a new whisk. Isn't it pretty? Ooh. Very proud of this. I'll see this in another video. Polycarbonate gravy ladle. For my cannon, instead of me using my metal antique gravy ladle. Metal on a canning jar. No, that no. I'm so lucky I have not. I'm so lucky I have not chipped a jar. I don't want to do dishes, people. Never just get sick of doing dishes. Those who hand wash. Those who have dishwashers. I don't want to hear it. I'm sure you get sick of doing it too. But I don't want to hear it. Complain to other people who have electronic dishwashers. So in the pressure canner, you see it behind me? My Miromatic. I have the pasta fajules that did not can, plus the 2 that did not fit because it only holds 7 quarts. Pulled them out of the fridge. And then a jar of chili that did not seal, pulled it out of the fridge. So there's 6 jars in there total. I marked the chili with a C because it looks similar to the pasta fajoule jar. I prefer to put a paper stickier label on the front of the jars because of the way I store my jars. I like to see the front. I don't put the label on the top. But this way I know which one's which, and I can put the label on the front when it comes out, and I know which one's chili. So when we go to have chili, or when we go to have pasta fajoule, I don't accidentally open chili. That would not make boys happy. And it would not make me happy. Like, gosh darn it, I labeled the wrong one. Now, which one of these is really the pasta fajoule? It'd be a mess. It would be a mess, and I would be irritated with myself. I'm way too hard on myself. Way too hard on myself, and I know it, and I don't know why I don't do better at being kinder to myself. I know a lot of people are like that. I'm not alone in that. You know that. But I digress. Here soon, people. We are going to start canning foods to make baby food. That way, Miss Nellie will have baby food. Now, already a baby food we can do is applesauce. You can't that as baby food, you know, because it's applesauce. I already have some from last year. So we're not going to do it. But I have a strainer, and I have sweet potatoes canned. So all I got to do is open the jar. It's already pretty damn soft. So I just got to mash it and put it through the strainer. Easy peasy. Homemade baby food. So, green beans, peas, you know, can it, open a jar, mash it, run it through the strainer. I also have a food mill I could use. I have an immersion blender. I have a fancy schmancy blender that cooks while it blends. I have used it to make Alfredo sauce. It's not as good as my Alfredo sauce because I used the blender's recipe just to see what it did. It did make a wonderful butternut squash soup. That sounds good, actually. Because of the pollutants blocking the sun, it is much cooler out than it has been, so it's giving us a little break from the heat. Yesterday was like 70, so that's quite a break from the heat for, you know, late June. I hear it. I do not see steam. We do not need time yet. Full steam, people. Full steam ahead, people. Okay, so July's coming. I do not feel as manic, but I am manic. If you can't tell from bouncing around from subject to subject, and I'm talking really, 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 really fast. For like... Miss Nellie is growing like a tumbleweed, and she's putting on weight and getting chunkified. My little 5 ounce baby is getting chunkified. I always wanted a chunky baby. The boys never got chunky for me. Never. I think the little baby chunky rolls are so cute. Because once they become toddlers, they burn it off. Logan was muscular when he became a toddler. I mean, he really got the muscles. And he's always been a solid mass. Now he's on insulin and a teenager and playing video games and laying around and doesn't go to public school. Now he's getting chunky. And that's not good. Because of the diabetes. Otherwise, yeah. Just slight little pudge on his belly. Which actually kind of comes in handy for the insulin pump and the CGM. I gotta call those people. He sees his diabetes doctor on Monday. I really hope he's feeling well enough for us to see our friends tomorrow. I was so cooped up on bed rest, and it was winter too, that didn't help. But it's been nice to see all my friends since I gave birth to Nellie. It's given them an extra excuse to also put forth extra effort to see us and kind of make up for lost time while I was on bed rest and utterly miserable. Because, you know, it wasn't just the bed rest causing misery. It was going off all my medications. Which was best for Nellie, but it was torture for me. But no worries, I'm sterilized now. And I told them while they were in there doing the C-section, take it all out. Take it. I'm done. Take it all out. They laughed and said no, but they would take my fallopian tubes. I said, okay, fine. Whatever. They said, no, you know this is permanent. You can't go back. I said, look, I'm 40. I've had 3. I'm done. I want my meds. I want to be able to function. I now have a new baby. I have an autistic son who has diabetes. I'd like to be able to function, please. And that's why she's formula fed. It's because I'm back on my meds. My neurological meds and my PTSD meds. So, oops. I should be wearing an apron. I love this shirt. I don't wear it often enough. What do you think? Isn't it pretty? So pretty. It's old. How old this shirt is? It's taking really good care of it. Let's see. George would have been 21, so that means this shirt is 19 years old. Can you believe that? Let me pan ya. Dishwater on my shirt now. Isn't it pretty? I wish I could find more shirts in this color, in this style, but the shirt and I have been through a lot, people. Not that far down. But, I digress. I should be wearing an apron. But I'm not. And if I get my apron and tie it on, I'm just going to get more dishwater on this because I'm not taking off my gloves to put on an apron. I do hear a baby fussing. Still sounds like she's fussing in her sleep. Cleaning rings. I hate cleaning rings. I get nervous they're not clean enough, so I clean them again right before canning because it can't hurt, right? I feel it would hurt more if I didn't. Because I want that seal. I don't like reprocessing. It's more time. Still trying to find the niche of this temperamental old canner that I feel like it's going through menopause. Why are there so many spoons in my sink? What the heck's going on? Now Logan's going to be 13 this year. He's 12 and a half right now. And he's diabetic, type 1 diabetes. And his blood sugar affects his mood and his attitude, you know, and his hormones. I mean, he's very much turning into a teenager. Lord help me. So I have another spoon in the sink. So I have a teenager, budding teenager, and a new baby. 4 cats, 2 bunnies. Lord help me. Getting down there, people. After I wash these few things, then it's just 4 bottles, and that requires fresh dishwater. I might save those for end of day dishes, so that way I have more to put in the sterilizing bag. I think I showed those in another video. The bags I used to sterilize her bottles in the microwave. Really nifty from Munchkin. Really nifty little things. No more boiling bottles in the pot. That's what I used to do. You know, what you used to do. That big red pot I use for cooking soups, I used that to boil Georgie's bottles and Logan's bottles and nipples. heard her fussing. All right, so that's pretty much life update. July is coming. I don't think this year I'll be making any lily syrup. I still have some, and we didn't use as much as I thought we would with Logan's blood sugar drops. And I made a lot because I was so enthralled with making lily syrup. Definitely not making any more jams and jellies. Did not use that much because I really shouldn't be. I'm getting back on the horse of my healthy lifestyle plan, the bariatric weight loss plan. I'm having bariatric surgery. Went off of it to stuff my face to support a pregnancy because I was losing weight in the beginning. Too much weight, too fast. And I did not stop eating that way after I gave birth, because after I gave birth, I started losing weight again really fast, and it scared me. I didn't want to lose weight fast. But now I need to lose the weight, and the weight I didn't lose before I got pregnant. Lifestyle changes, people. Lifestyle changes. Don't call it a diet. Diets, that has a negative connotation to it. Diet is something temporary that you do to lose 5-10 pounds. To lose 50, 60, 70, 100 pounds, it's not a lifestyle change. It's a health plan. Okay? I'm going back on my health plan. So in my coffee is no more artificial, or no more sugar, as while pregnant, could not tolerate artificial sweetener, which was fine because it's not good for pregnancy anyways. Don't come at me about how it's not good. Period. Don't come at me. So I gave up the sugar and told myself, listen, it's either no sugar or no coffee. It's your choice. That's what I told myself while drinking coffee with just milk. Because let me tell you, that baby had me putting a lot of sugar in my coffee. And she didn't like anything else sweet the whole pregnancy. Nothing sweet. She didn't like cookies, cakes, brownies, candy. Nothing sweet the whole pregnancy. Which was fine. But man, did she like fried things. It's getting there. I'm bringing it up slower than I usually do. And we're starting at room temp. So I brought the jars up from refrigerator up to room temp. And then, so we're starting at room temp instead of hot jars. So it's taking longer. I missed 2 coffee cups. All right, I'm going to rinse these dishes. I'm going to dry these jars of pasta fagioli, label them, put them away. My 4 of the 7 that seared. Even though I did lose some headspace because I had it at the 1-inch mark. So 2 of them lost headspace. Oh well. It is what it is. It's fine. They sealed. I'm just happy they sealed. So hopefully we can get the rest of these 6 jars in here to seal. 5 pasta fagioli and 1 chili. 2 of them weren't processed yet. So, fingers crossed, people. And then maybe today we'll do another video, a separate one, on another project. So until next time, all right, you stay healthy and happy and lovely. If the remote will work, do you think the remote will work?